Don't start. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, thank you everyone for coming out today. To start my presentation, I want to show a video, so let me get that started. And then we'll go into my topic.
Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? I don't believe this.
Hey, Carson, for
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Not enough left to do.
Okay, so I think everyone has seen this advertisement. They stay there, someone comes, here he is, and then
Oh.
he gets stuck.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
I'm not going to show that part. But this is funny, but really what we're talking about today is wellness. So this is an advertisement for personal trainers, life coaches, and a health society. And the important thing to remember is that wellness from this. So the institute here, or the university, we have a class called Obesity, the American Epidemic. It's a huge issue in America right now. There are a lot of people, not just obesity, but just health in general. We're having a hard time as a country staying healthy. And it's because we sit all the time. So the first thing, here's a picture of that. This is from Time magazine. They did an article. And one of the stats they found is that 5.3 million deaths, there were 5.3 million deaths in 2008, which were due to inactivity. Those are completely preventable deaths. And let's put aside like any obscure cases where people really can't move or can't work out or do anything, but that's crazy. 5.3 million people that didn't have to die, and they could have, if they had the opportunity or pushed themselves a little bit to be healthier and to work out, or just to be active in general. You don't have to be working out to be active. So that's a big number. They found that there were 4 diseases that can be partially prevented or can be helped by being active. One of them is heart disease. Another one is type 2 diabetes. And I want to share a personal story about this one. This is my family. So here is my grandpa, Delbert Dowdell, and my grandmother, Helen, and that's my mom in the middle. And my grandpa was kind of a jock. He played baseball, he was in the army, really physically fit in his younger years. And then after he had kids and they all moved out, he stopped doing things. And he started eating a lot of Carl's Jr. and fried foods. And he contracted type 2 diabetes. Last week, he had to go in and have a triple bypass open heart surgery. And he lived. I don't want anyone to think that he died. But he lived through it, but he may not recover. He's in rehab right now, and he's having a really hard time, and it's all due to his lifestyle. The doctor said if he had been more physically active, his doctor's been telling him for years, like, you need to go do something, you need to start working out, anything, and he didn't do that. So now he just had this huge surgery. We won't even talk about America's health costs. This is just really taxing on us personally, lifespan-wise, and financially as a society, especially here in America. Another one of my friends, his name's Phil, he lives in Salt Lake, and his dad contracted type 2 diabetes as well. And he heard that, and he was like, whoa, what happened? I have type 2 diabetes. So he decided that he was going to start running, and he started doing marathons, and he took himself out of it. He doesn't have type 2 diabetes anymore. So that's pretty amazing, and that's kind of my point in this, is that being active can aid. Maybe can't cure you of these diseases or of your lifestyle issues, but it can definitely help. Another one is breast cancer. And they found exercise may protect women by reducing fat in the belly, which can create tumors in the breast tissue, which is pretty amazing that being active could even aid breast cancer. Like, that is a pretty big deal. We're always looking for ways to help with cancer. And then colon cancer. So there was a study, also in this Time magazine article, that found that if we could reduce inactivity by 10%, it would stop 533,000 deaths a year in America. So that is amazing. If we could reduce it by 25%, 1.3 million deaths. And that's just inactivity. That's not working out like to a crazy measure. That's just being a little more active. There's a study by USC that found that 4 months of aerobic exercise or yoga promoted sleep. We all want to sleep better. I know I do. Confidence, social interactions, family interactions, and, well, it was sexual relations, but I didn't know how much I could talk about that here. So this is a couple. It will also help you there. So what does physical activity actually improve? We know in general that it improves your health. What does it actually do? The ability of the heart and lungs to perform at maximum capability at any age. So that's a really important one, because as you age, if you're not being active, you're going to become very weak. I'm the wellness intern at the hospital right now, and trying to promote people in a professional setting is way harder than students. I'm like preaching to the choir right now. Like, we're all way more active than anyone. That was biased, I didn't mean that in an offensive way. But so I set up a CrossFit night, and I was there twice this week, and I was talking to the owner of the gym, and don't quote me on this statistic, but she said, if you can't get yourself up from a fall, your life expectancy is 10 years, even if you're 19, even if you're 70, because if your body is already so weak that you can't get yourself up from a fall, it means that your body's deterioration and weakness, if it's not changed, cannot support you for another 10 years because your muscles aren't strong enough. So, really important to work out. Muscular strength, that's kind of what I was just talking about. You need to be able to support yourself. At the gym, they have a lot of 70-year-olds coming, and they do different things than a regular athlete would do, but now they can lift their groceries by themselves. They can take baths where they couldn't before because they couldn't lift themselves in and out. And that's pretty amazing. And our bodies are made to move. You know, we need to work on that. Muscular endurance and flexibility. So just to close, one thing we can do to improve today, like how does this apply to us? And I think that, I know a lot of you work out, but just a lifelong habit that I think would be beneficial is to always take the stairs. If you're always taking the stairs and avoiding escalators and elevators, you're going to be a little more fit, and I think that will be beneficial to you. Thank you.